beautiful people. I'm so happy that I came on your screen because I had to come on somebody's screen today. Okay, I have no idea how many people are going to know my face or hear my voice or ever listen to my sound. But I do know that I am doing something out of the ordinary, which nobody's ever done. Nobody's doing this. And I feel like it is quite an honor to be in my position. I mean, I am grateful that I get to be in this position, that I was gifted this trust of like, the responsibilities and the the tasks that I'm doing because people might think I just channel this energy. People might think I just translate this light, but no, I'm doing it for something, a business. I'm doing it for a cause. I'm doing it for something I need from you. So I'm building my own team. I want to train my people. Like, I want to train my own people to be, well, high and well and healthy. I don't want to work with people who are not healthy or mentally stable. I need you mentally stable. I cannot have you around me doing drugs, having an overdoses, and not be present here. I don't want you to have a suicidal act. I want you to want to be alive. I don't want you to do something that you're going to regret. I don't want you running around here not knowing what it is what you're going to do tomorrow. And you don't need to know, but I'm just saying, like, if you have no hope or faith or any courage to live on and be somebody, I cannot have you because you're not here to be there. And that's what's so tricky about the whole situation of me trying to encourage the people that are weaker than me. Because I also do that for the people that are strong, not just weak. We all get the same light. God is all loving us, but they love us different. And they created me and named me the Galactic Activator to show you that you can be blessed with protection from space. Okay? Whatever you did, whatever you're doing, wherever you're from, you can do anything and be anything to have space insurance. Like, you can have the protection that you require to be here, and that can take place with a conversation with me, that can take place with a conversation with the Galactic Federation in your own heart and awareness, and in your own world around you, the world that you live in with me together. They are here right now. They are wherever I am, which I don't really think about anymore because they are not here with me to attack me. They are here to attack the world. Yes, they do. They do attack the world. It is their duty to show up and protect whoever is untouchable or whoever thinks they are untouchable. Because people cannot just, let me stop. We can do anything. We as humans, we can literally do anything. We can create so much magic. We can create so much difference Like we can really make so many people at the same time transform and do something different. Okay, we can show them anything. How many people watch TV? How many people have some kind of Netflix or Gaia account or Prime Video, whatever, on any TV program? Okay, any digital mother thing. There's something you can download. There's something you can read. There's something you can hear with sound, right? This is possible. If we can share information through the screen, if we can record our voice with our machine to record and film and call, video call, whatever, it is the way that we share information. And the way we share information has been, it's gone wild. Let's be honest. It's gone it's gone wild. It is not healthy how we share our soul, which is why the expressions that we have should be truly honored. They should be, well, respected from within. If you want to create something, if you have the urge to do something, to make some content, you know, then you should go out there and do it. But here's the thing, you should not be wanting to just create anything. You should be wanting to create something your soul is meant to, it is birthed to, has been created to. It lives to create that. It lives to create. And whatever you are meant to create, you only have the inner capacity to hold it. You only have the inner space to create it outer space. You're the only body, light body, that reflects this purpose. You're the only soul, and your soul is light. You are the only soul that creates your magic. That's why only your soul attracts truly what it is that you need and that you need to know. We used to have birds at my mom's house, so many birds. And then they died and we got new ones. We were surrounded by messengers my whole life. Birds are messengers. They're a symbol of a message, and they speak telepathically a lot with me. I mean, if they don't speak to me telepathically, then something sends them to me and lets me speak to them telepathically. I mean, that happened a lot in this lifetime. So this might be something that you could do as well. Telepathically communicate with animal spirits. They will visit you. They will come for you. It's some nature attraction that you are a good thing. You are a good piece of it, a good piece of nature. So for this reading, I I am actually going to do two notes in one video because I feel like they go actually well together. And yeah, that's why I decided to film them all together. Sorry, there's people standing next to me, so I'm not fully present here right now. So I was waiting until they left because it was kind of something I overheard in the conversation that I didn't know before. He was saying that this bridge that I'm looking at and sitting next to actually has been bombarded. It has been destroyed with bombs. And I didn't know that because now it's empty, but it was used as a terrace, as a restaurant actually. So now that it's not a bridge anymore, it's kind of weird. Hi. And I did not know that. So today I was walking over the bridge, this red bridge, and apparently this used to be a bridge, but now this is gone, and now this is a bridge. And there's another bridge right there. So I didn't know that. I thought it was, I don't know, just a platform with like a restaurant. It was pretty cool actually. It was a barbecue. I think it was barbecue or like fish, something with fish. So I was walking over the red bridge, and before I was even going there, I was thinking like, I'm going to burn some bridge today. Like I'm gonna burn somebody's soul into the heavens, like something like that. Because I burned them myself. I make the way clear for others to see. And I just got chills. And I love doing that. So if you have a problem with seeing something for what it is, I'm going to help you see it. Okay. You just got to trust me. I promise you. I don't make a lot of promises, but I do promise what I mean. So these two notes that I'm going to do a reading for. Why is it so windy today, too? I don't think it's a good idea to film here because of the wind. Well, I'm just gonna say them, okay? I'm just gonna start with the notes and we're gonna move on, all right? So, note three goes, all that is not done yet isn't gone. All that is not done yet is not gone. And note four is, when you are being held back, you are being protected. So I'm going to clarify both of these, okay? Because they kind of fill each other in as well. So all that is not done yet isn't gone. It is truly marvelous how everything just can fall out of place and at some point just completely altogether fall into place. Not again, but another way. Maybe even a better way because something was being replaced. You cannot take everything when there's not even a bridge to it. You cannot take anything when there's not even a bridge to it. So the bridge has to be created. It has to be created, okay? And I'm going to also use today my new designed oracle deck with the hand. All right, I designed it with my own bare hands. um, it's only red cards now, but I'm gonna add more, so I don't know how I'm gonna name the deck yet, but I feel something like galactic messages. I don't know, something like that. But it looks like this. I wrote all of these last night, so I'm pretty happy about them. And let's see what's. Oh, the first card's 1 month. Something is going to happen in 1 month, or something happened 1 month ago. For somebody, okay? That's not for everybody. This I made them to bring a little more personal touch to my readings, so they are even more personal for the people who see them. They stay sick until they choose to change and transform forever. Sorry for if it's too quiet for too long, but it's so peaceful here. I'm like, wow, I'm just so at peace. And maybe it brings you peace as well to see me at peace. I don't know, maybe some people had some really, really a lot of issues with seeing me in anger and seeing me mad and upset. Maybe for this reason, she tried to kiss her and they were unable to see you. Something kept them away from you. They were just hunting for your money. Okay, this is for somebody, but this is definitely whatever my life has been. Anything in this deck is something that might be for somebody, but not for everybody. So, I'm just here to translate and pass them on to you. But let's clarify these notes. All that is not done yet isn't gone. How are we going to explain these to the galactic? Because we all know if you want to get something, you got to go straight to it, or you really just got to know which tools you got to use to get there and to take it, to take what's yours, not just what's your neighbor's because your neighbors got it too, but you are on your way to get something just for you and your family, not for your neighbor. But maybe you're on your way to get through your neighbor. Then that maybe not done yet, but it's not gone. You can still go for it. Okay? You can always go for what you want. If you get what you want, these are perfect cards to start with because it is both Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups. These are for the truth. They are going for what they get, for what they want. They don't let things stay behind, but if they let things stay behind, they know they are meant to let it stay behind. Like it's not their thing to get up if it doesn't even can get on the horse. The horse is the one who is going to carry after all. So even though the knight is on his way to get something, to carry it, the horse gotta be able to. The horse gotta be able to carry it, or to live there, to be there, saying it is not just you who needs to survive. It's not just you who needs something to take care of, or it's not just you who needs to take care for something, because that would be crazy. It is not just you. It's never just you who does something for anybody. Anything you do is important and necessary. And we all know that as somebody who is living their purpose is definitely been become aware to me that, some people, they don't live for the purpose of God. They don't allow gods and inner goddesses that are, for us to guide them. They just destroy whatever we create. I mean us. I mean everything that we do is something that they destroy. So yeah, it's like the higher your power, the bigger the power is that they make to get you destroyed or to get you off your purpose, because that's what they want to see in you. They want to see you like this. They don't want to see you like this. They don't want to see you celebrate like that. And because you are not in neither of those things, if you are about to do something or haven't done something yet, or something is being delayed or even canceled or anything like that, then you are not in any of this. You are in this. You are protecting yourself. You are trying to find a way, like, to your destination. And I mean, to your destiny. This is already something that you are, like, meant to do. You're meant to have a conversation, or you're meant to do something, or create something, or work on something here. And they want you like this. They want you walking away from it. And who are they? I mean, your enemies, the devil, everything that's created to make you delay who you are, to make you not see your magic, your power, your purpose. Those people are alive as well. They literally have been born to confuse others. They have been born to be a problem in the world. They are literally born with not with a purpose to bring light and love, and they don't salute they don't find solutions for the issues that we all encounter. They actually create more problems. They create more of they create more of what is unhealthy. All that is not done yet. All that is not done yet isn't gone. And when you are being held back, you are being protected. Okay, so these people in your way, you gotta understand. Somebody, like, you are in this energy, right? You are aligned, you are having a destiny, you are trying to follow your purpose. You are in this energy. Now, somebody comes here with the Emperor or the Hierophant, and the strength in reverse. They come to take your strength. They come to take everything that you want. They come to take everything that you have because this is what they want. This is what they rather have as a purpose. I hope the wind is not annoying for the mic. The Hierophant, I suppose. Mm. Yeah, because I just had the Emperor. This is your choice to make something right. And what's your choice? There's gonna be enemies. There's gonna be people who are gonna try to test you. They're gonna want what you have. They're gonna try to steal it. They're going to try to steal it. And if they haven't tried it yet, they or yeah, if they haven't tried it yet, they might come to the surface to just learn from you, to try to steal your ideas, to try to steal what you do, okay? Because they want to do that. They want what you have. But it's kind of sad because they will never have it. So they're trying to get after something for what? You know? Like, for what are you chasing me? For what are you trying to find problems in my life? Because that's what you create in my life. If you come to my life and try to steal my joy, you try to steal my ideas, you try to steal whatever I create, you think I'm gonna be like satisfied with you? Like, you think I'm gonna be happy with what you just did? Of course, I'm not going to be satisfied with your work because it's not your hard work. It's kind of your poison and your behavior that is. It comes down to you making an action that is just not pleasant for anybody because you don't have the creative power in you to create something on your own. Like, you don't have the power in you to think for yourself. You don't have the will in you to go for your own free creation that you are meant to be doing. I don't know. But y'all gotta put your hands down when it comes to stealing another project. Like the fool, you don't know what you're gonna create until you do it. You don't know what is your purpose until you get to know it because it's being shown to you by God, by the Holy Spirit, by the creator of all gods and creations. Only you know what it is when the fool is ready to be in the energy of magic. Because you can be a big fool or a small fool, but if you use your magic for a bad person, for a bad curse, for a bad reason, for a bad purpose, then you will not have what you can get without a consequence. Because you have consequences for that kind of things. There's consequences for bad intentions. Whatever you create with your hands, they have consequences. So if somebody take your ideas, they take your power to be in the Two of Wands. They take your position as this powerful creature right here. So they take whatever it is. Maybe it was your idea. Maybe it was your full business. Maybe it was your whole company and everybody around it or your family. And maybe it was just maybe it was just all of your hard work that you have put in. So your time. They took your stuff, they took your time, they took all your energy left. Because if there is something left, You are still focusing on your purpose, not on their purpose. But whoever's getting involved with you and whatever you work on and give on others and share with the world, they can always take your time by distracting you. They can always take your time by bringing something to your table that you don't really need. This is the Four of Cups. They can always bring something you don't need. But if it's something you don't need, you need to know that your angels are protecting you. Like your ancestors know what is for you and what's not for you. So if you don't know if you should accept something or not, even if you do accept it when it's not for you, then you don't know that until you see it, that something is just not for you. And it is going to be shown to you because you cannot be somewhere where you are not meant to be. It is simple. You cannot be somewhere where you are not meant to be found. It's kind of like the opposite of a magnet. Like you are a magnet, so you are where you are supposed to be because you are attracted to that space. So what's not meant to be attracted to your space? Hmm, I think it's a judgment card. This. Hmm. Yeah, it's a judgment card. If you're not meant to be somewhere, the world knows that. God knows that. The universe knows that. Your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever your galactic team is, they're with you. They see the world around you. They want to know what's best for you. So they're going to find out always what's best for you because they always find what is the worst for you. Like the literal worst for you. They know that. They know what is up with that. They know what's not up with that. But they mostly know what is up because what is up is what is important. So if somebody's good for you, if somebody's good for your soul, they're gonna be there for you. They're gonna be there for you because you need them and they need you. And that's the most important part, that everybody is protected. That everybody is protected because note 4 is when you are being held back, you are being protected. You don't need to think about what you did to not get something. You don't need to think about what you might have done wrong to be something or get shit done. Because most protected light beings who are part of my collective, they are protected in the spiritual realms. So they don't go somewhere where they're not being reciprocated. They are protected from dark forces because dark forces are made to destroy them. So they must have been either put there on their path to make them see like an illumination and change so we can move it into the black hole. But that's another note. everything in the universe is seen. So if you're not meant to be somewhere because something is a problem for you, then it doesn't mean that you have to still get it done and protect, like me, for example. Like I have to cross the bridge. I might be held back and be 10 minutes later from now to walk because there is a literal motorbike accident or somebody that had a fly in their eye or something. I don't know. It can be something like that. A fly in their eye and had an accident. And then the whole bridge is like fucked. And then it's being bombarded and then everything is dead. It's kind of really dramatic, but it can be like that. Nobody said that could not happen. So I'm explaining this realistic story because it's not my time to pass the bridge, to literally walk on it, if it's not my time to walk on it. And that might be because some kind of dark magician is being in the way. Because some dark magic is being done and in the way. Because some kind of dark people were being nosy and in people's business that's not their business. Because they don't have anything themselves. So they are not amused by their own business. That's why they are in my business or in your business or in anybody's business that is expensive and interesting enough to be on or to be in. Six of Swords. Truth, knowledge, self awareness, fighting for your family. If you don't have a family, you might have a business that you really, really care about. Okay? And somebody just take what you created. Somebody just get in the way of what you created. Somebody just makes a problem for you, like making your making your washing machine sick so you don't cannot do your laundry. That kind of stuff, people can really make a problem for you just so because of that you cannot do what you want to do. For example, like you should marry and then they take your wife just because they don't want you to marry. But you're meant to marry. Only God knows when you are meant to marry. So God knows who you are meant to marry and how that's going to happen because it only fits those people involved. So if God knows who you're going to marry and God sees everybody who's trying to get in the way of that marriage, then what do you think God's going to do? Do you really think God's going to marry them anyway? No. God's not God's not that easy. God loves a good fight. God first removes all the people standing in that marriage. Then God is going to marry. A marriage can be seen as any business. If you the Queen of Swords. Okay, hold on. Let me just put these down. Let me put these down. Okay, listen up. Listen up. And I want to move it like this so you might see me better. Or you don't. No, you don't. How can you see me better? Maybe I just there's a trash bag behind me. No. Okay, we can sit like this. Okay, we can sit like this. There's an owl underneath her throne. But what was I saying? Get me back, spirit. whoever you are, you must know what you create is the creation of your soul. It is the expression of your soul. It is the literal expression of who you are because it's who you came here to be. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We got the Queen of Swords here. She's not gone yet. Okay, she's not done yet either. When you have a business, you are making everything perfect. You make everything in order for this business, for your customers, for your clients, for your visitors, for whoever gets to see your business and your company. You are protecting it like a sanctuary. You are protecting it like your temple. You are protecting it like a house that is still in construction. There might be some people who can see it already, but it's not done yet. Okay, it's not done yet. It might be visible already to some features, but it is not the end product. It is not finished. It is not done, all right? So when there's people who are in the world and trying to sit in a position or a place that's not theirs, they're going to be taken away. They're going to be put right. They're going to sit right, talk right, feel right. They're going to do everything right because it is impossible to build a family that's not your family. You cannot build a bridge without the materials. Ah! You can build no bridge without materials. God, you're so good today. You can build no bridge without the workers who actually know how to take care of the material. You can build no bridge without the workers who build the bridge. Like, who's going to build the bridge and with what are you going to build the bridge? Because and this is why all that is not done yet isn't gone, because if you had your bridge like fully in detail, like you know the bridge, you make the bridge, so you know the bridge. You can only make it unless you let others make it for you. And this is why they are after you. Because some people know they don't have to create how you want it. They can just create the same thing but different. And that's why they steal you. That's why they want what you have. That's why they go after you. That's why they get your money, because if it's money they're after, they can just create anything with that money. But that's not God's gift, though. It's not God's gift, though. If you get something I got, but just not like me, then it's not your gift. Then you stole my light as inspiration, but took it for your advantage and took my energy from me, which is stealing my energy. Is that a crime, spirit? we should have a crime on stealing energy. It's expensive. I can tell you that. It's a really expensive job. It's an expensive job to kill energy. That's for sure. Nine of Pentacles. She is always forever who she is. Because once that she planted a tree, she grew her berries. She did not grow the berries from her neighbor's tree. She got her own berries because she was meant to bury them. The berries, I mean. This card was turned. She buries her own berries because she can only get in her stomach what is meant for her to be digested. The boat was distracting me a bit, but spirit's bringing me back here to the present moment. So the Devil's card and the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. These together is giving me. Why is these cards turned? Hmm. Yeah, okay. This is for somebody personal, okay? Somebody who is not following their own purpose, they will always try to be in a position that's not their own because they're not meant to live in that position, alright? That's just dumb shit. Like, you shouldn't be there. But some people don't know that they have a purpose. Like, they don't know they should do something different because they either fucked up their life so much or they just live a complete lie. And they share these lies with the people they know. 4744 on the timer. And as I said that, it was 4747. I've been seeing that number all week. So that number is the same number I saw in Mexico when I finally found out that I was dating somebody who was a thief all those months. He was stealing my money so long and so much that I had to leave the country without any money. And that number was chasing me. The number was 47 as well. And when I finally read the message, you know what message I was reading? The person that you are connected to is trying to steal your business. I was like, I knew who it was. Because this person was getting their karma in front of my eyes all the time, but I just couldn't see it. I was not aware of it. I couldn't see what he did, but he was just stealing my money. He just wanted to have power over that money. And I went to Tulum, Mexico with 150K, 150,000. And I left after 8 months back to the Netherlands with zero. Because they did everything to me that you could see as a scam or a fraud. I found out about almost all the things people do to get money, like to get women in their wings, to get women manipulated, to get women like acting like a whore, to get women being a slut and just having no respect because they take their good soul. They know they are weak. They know they are not awake. They know they are be like they know they are meant to be something big. And that's the people who they are after. They go for people that are having a big purpose, and I mean a higher purpose than them, because it doesn't make sense to go after somebody who's not above you. Why would they go after somebody who's below them? Like, and I mean below them, having less spiritual wealth, having less protection in the spirit, having less love in the spirit. Sorry. Having less love in the spirit. Why would they go after somebody below them? Why would they do that? Only because they are weaker. And I was never below them. Like, that's the whole joke. That's the whole joke about this whole story. I was never below them. They've always been acting below me, because they are just so below in their behaviors and their actions that they really explain that they're sick in the head, and they constantly have a big contrast between good people and bad people, and all their actions and behaviors are their proof of manipulating people like me, of using people like me, and doing dark and black magic on people like me, because they enjoy this. They enjoy it only because it is their only way out, and it works for some. It works for some, not all of them, which is why they keep doing it, because it works. It keeps them alive. It doesn't kill who they truly are. And I'm going to use my own design deck now. So it might just be that it is my purpose to share my light with you, but I think there's so much more that I'm meant to share with you, okay? So, spirit guides, do we have any messages for the collective that they need to know at this time, at this important, special, very important time? This was the card that I just saw at the top, but I left it there. Now it's getting out anyway. See, there's already proof of magic here in this deck, okay? They were lost already before they met you, and they are finding their own way next to you. Okay? And we have this one at the bottom of the deck. They hired magic practitioners to sneak into your life and take anything you love away from you. Okay, a few cards are popping out of here, and I feel like I have to read all of them. So, we have karmic soul contract. Karmic soul contract. This is an act. This is something that spirit is being orchestrating. This is something that is an act that is being created for a higher purpose. Something has a reason to meet somebody, okay? They feared to see you. They feared looking at you in the eyes because they know that there's something of value that scares them away, because they don't have it and they are afraid of it because of that. You had a name. Do you remember it? Or are you about to? Soul contract. So I just showed you karmic soul contract, and now I'm going to show you soul contract, but I wrote it with art, soul contract, soul contract, because this soul contract is should be not karmic. It should be just for divine reasons because it's been orchestrated like this, because it is the purpose and destiny to meet for two souls. Okay, that's a soul contract. A karmic soul contract is a karmic soul contract. So this is a karmic past life, somebody you know in past lives, or it is a karmic situation in this life that somebody has been creating for you over your life. Karmic soul contract also means something toxic, something traumatizing, something negative, something bad, something harming, something hurtful, okay? Any of these reasons to be. You are sick and can't go out. Somebody is sick and they cannot go out for some reason. You need to take care of yourself. For some reason, you have been focusing on yourself. Keep doing this. For somebody, you just found out that you are healing from something and somebody, so that's why you cannot meet the people that you are avoiding. They knew when to leave the circus. These are people that knew when to leave you. They knew when to leave the situation. They knew when to let go of what was happening, whatever was happening. They knew that they had to stop with whatever they were working on, okay? They knew when to leave and to close the door, okay? They attempted to cut your back permanently, but they missed a cut. Oh, they missed a cut. I am so grateful that they have not cut you. Because if they would have cut you, they would have need to come to be cut. And we are back to the karmic soul contract. Okay. I hope this helped for somebody. I hope this is at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna pull some more. They made you do something dirty without your will, alright? They never wanted to see you not do that. Like they insist, they created anything in this earth to make you do that dirty thing just to be what? Caught? Why not? And why shoot not? They were lost already before they met you, and they are finding their own way next to you. They wanted to see you doing dirty. They wanted to see you like being in a certain mood, or they wanted to see you low, vibrational. They wanted to see you below them. Here's that energy again. They wanted to see you below them. And these are people who only want to be on top of the world, but don't even want to put in the work to be there, like to be on top of the world like the sun. They don't want to put in the work. And it's sad. It's disgusting because people like me, we gotta put up with that. We gotta get the karmic punches because this is not our karma. This is not my karma to be stolen. It's their karma to be found by people like me who are meant to do something big, right? Something beautiful, something that is supposed to help this planet and not destroy it like they do. That's why I'm meant to talk about people like them, because they have been chosen to be a problem in my life. Most men don't feel because they lack the very only ingredient that makes them feel: peace. There will always be war when there is no peace. For some, war is love. Most men don't feel because they don't want to feel anything. They don't want to feel anything. Why would they feel if they can rather not feel, right? No. No, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. We need to feel things to be loved. We need to feel God in order to be loved by it. The Galactic Federation will assist you. This is their confirmation to you personally that the Galactic Federation is coming to assist you in whatever you are asking for, or whatever you are at this moment going through or healing at this time. Hold on. They was our catch, said the Galactic Federation. So that to say that they are working on them. They was our catch, is what they say, okay? Said the Galactic Federation. To say that they are working on them. Just like they were working on me, they also are working on other people, okay? Without them even knowing. Like, I know, but do they? Do they really know they're being attacked by my angels? Because their demons are protecting my angels and my aliens. Okay, we got some. We have karmic soul contract again. Okay. They are being highly witnessed right now. All right. There's people who are being witnessed, whoever is being attacked by your angels. A blind monster can make others see. I am considered the monster. You are considered the monster. Or maybe your toxic father is the monster. They were sure to let you go, but were holding on to you for way too long. They couldn't resist. Somebody could not resist touching you energetically, spiritually, lightly, materialistically. Somebody could not resist paying you money or stealing your money. Somebody could just not resist giving you money, is what I just heard. They wanted to give you money so bad because it would satisfy them. They sweared to protect you, but delivered you more danger instead. Now they are the danger in danger. 144 on the timer. They cried about you 2 or more times. Well, this is somebody's karmic soul, okay? And we have another message. She tried to kiss her. So this is somebody who kissed her, a female. We have a female here. This might be you, or this might be somebody you touched energetically, maybe just from a distance. Will they come back to you? Ooh, will they? You showed them who mama is and you let them smell. So you were somebody who already let them know who you are. So you might not even have to do anything anymore. Their demons were hungry for you. You ate them. They contemplated about how to exactly unalive you. They did. They contemplated about it. So they thought about how to kill you. And they could live with themselves. Like they could live on with their own thoughts. They were thinking about unaliving you and they're still alive. What's going on here? Why are they still alive? Why are you alive? Why is anybody alive? Why do we all need to be alive? God, can you tell us all what is our purpose here and why we are alive so we can also know with that why we are not alive? Because it's kind of important to know why we are being put on this planet, don't y'all think? I agree. God showed me who I am. If you want to be shown who you are, put it in the comments. God showed me. God shows me who I am. And you got back up. Or you got backup, okay, from God. They can kiss your back. They can kiss your back from wherever they are, alright? They're far behind you. They're so far behind you. They cannot touch you. Which is the only reason why you should be knowing that when you are being protected, you don't need it. When you're being protected, it is not for your highest good to be there, okay? They want to they wanted to kill. They want to kill to protect themselves and are begging others for support that the truth about their true nature stays in the dark. It will come out. They wanted your company and everything around it. Can you read it? I guess you can. So, I learned that people want to kill to protect themselves. But this card is saying they want to kill to protect themselves and are begging others for support that the truth about their true nature stays in the dark. But it will come out. So anybody who is still thinking that they want your man, then you need to trust the truth will come out. Like maybe you already found the truth out. Maybe you're just finding out about the truth. But in any way, you will love whoever's going to find this video because it's going to explain to somebody who was a bit lost with questions if somebody will go back to you. Will they get back to you? I'm hearing for a good cause, so for positive reasons. Anything that's for a good reason should be being held safely, being held accountable. I'm done with these cards, I suppose. They should be being held accountable for whatever they do, because it's supposed to be for that. It's supposed to be the reason. They are the reason. They're always the reason. And if people don't have the reason to be, then they find another reason. But some people don't want to be the change. Some people don't want to feel that change is possible because they don't see that it is possible. They don't see how they can change. But the only thing they have to see to change is to believe that they can leave something behind them, that they can go out of their sight. And I mean out of sight, away from it, gone from it, gone with it. Just another creation, you know? That we have still walls. We don't have to break through the walls. All that is not done yet isn't gone. When you are being held back, you are being protected. I have more things to channel about this, so I don't feel like I'm finito. So I'm gonna keep going. But I am gonna put my sweater on, so one sec, hold on. I'm gonna pause the video. Alright, we're back with some warmth again. It was getting a bit chilly. And I turned the camera to the other bridge to have some sun on the other side of my face. But we're gonna continue with the message, and I really hope the camera's on. So it was taking a bit long, so I needed a turning break. And I will never let you down. If I'm here, out here, to spread a message, I'm really out here to share a message. Like in danger. I mean, it's not safe anywhere for me. But just because I trust my purpose and I'm aligned with my purpose, that's the only reason that I know I can trust myself. And that's why I'm dangerous, because a lot of people don't have that. That's why we're talking about these topics. So we can actually trust ourselves. Like, so we can actually have meaning in life. Is this all right? I guess so. I guess so. Okay, let's continue. When you are being held back, you are being protected. That was note 4. We've been talking about this not that as much as the other note. All that is not done yet isn't gone, but we're gonna get into them back into it, back into it. So you need to know that there's only one birth time and one die time. So you can only create something as it is supposed to and how it is meant to be at one timing, right? This is very clear to everybody, all right? But What happens when you miss your birth time? What happens when the baby is not on time? What happens? Everything still aligns. 11511 in the timer. Everything still has to align. So maybe because the original birth time is not ready to be set in stone, there's being made another one that aligns. Not aligns more, but only aligns. If some timeline is not completely fitting perfectly with anything else around it, then the stars still have to be put right into place. Their position still has to be placed. They still has to be replaced, removed, redirected. Okay? So when some things are not done yet, it's not fully gone. The same goes with creative power. Creativity, I always say, creativity doesn't just come and go. Like it comes and it flows. It never goes away. If you had a vision of a song, that song stays in the memory of your soul because your spirit creates the song. Your spirit creates the soul for you, with you. But your memory might think that you can forget it. You might did have made a whole melody and now your melody's gone because you forgot the rhythm. That can still happen. We can all still forget something. But if you are truly meant to birth a full company, a business you create, then it is in your soul, imprinted on a timeline to be that and to create that. And anybody can try to take your place, but if it's not their place, they can never sit there doing that, being that you are. Because they are not it. They will never be it. They can never be it because they were not born to be it. So, even though they try to take our time, they cannot take what we are. They cannot take our magic. They cannot take our soul. They cannot take our brain. They cannot take truly your money either if none of that is taken. If any of that is taken, you can be lost in everything, in anything, because you lost everything. If you don't have your own stable mind under control, then you allow others to have control over your life and over your mind. If you don't give them your time, you cannot give them your soul. But maybe you give your soul in other ways, like you put it out there on the internet or social media, where you are actually being visualized, like envisioned, because you are being showcased to the public world. Then they can still get you. They can still see what you do. They can know what you're up to. And some people might feel very flattered or might feel very honored, or maybe they are bragging about being able to see you, that they can actually see you. But you need to know that some people really just have to realize you have to have a sexy, stable, healthy, working mind to be able to love, to be able to be loved. Because you can be looking sexy as hell, but still have a sick mind. Just because your heart doesn't work fine because your heart is actually traumatized and is craving unhealthy habits. Because your heart is unhealthy. It loves the wrong things. Maybe not your heart, but maybe the heart from somebody you know. Maybe you actually watched this video, this reading for somebody you know, because you are learning about people who are manipulated, because you are learning about people who are toxic, because you are learning about people who are a big problem to society, because you are working maybe with people who are problems for society. Maybe you are working with addicts, or maybe you are working with gambling addicts. Maybe you are working with hunters or serial killers or people who just kill, or maybe you work with people who steal money for their job. Maybe you are in contact with people who have been stealing your money or stealing your business, or maybe you've been a victim of a fraud, or maybe you have been a victim of a scam. Know that these people can be stopped if you want them to stop. We can actually stand up for our righteous injustice. Because whatever injustice has been created for you over your life, you can have justice, but only with the help of God. And if you do not allow God in your life, there is never going to be justice, because you need to have your palms open to receive something God creates, which is money, harmony, and justice, and peace too. So I want to pull some more of these. No, actually, these first. Mischief. Epuka. Number 44. Sun is gonna be gone for just a little bit, then it's coming back. You can be both playful and earnest. Be upfront with your intentions. Beware of people who you know are not being transparent with you. Lying by omission is still lying. Honesty is the best policy. Build playfulness back into your life. Mischief, earnestness. The Irish puka is one of the deftest shapeshifters within mythos. Mythos. It can easily change between the forms of almost any animal, from something large like a horse or wolf to a raven, fox, or rabbit. These creatures, though, always have dark fur and a shining, sleek appearance. The puka can also change into more humanoid shape like a goblin or a human, but usually the ears are a giveaway. They always remain furry and animalistic. I feel animalistic when I eat meat. Pukas have a reputation for being mischievous and generally not lethal. Hold on. Although there are rare stories that paint them as the latter. In some countries or counties, countries? I said counties without the R. The puka is welcomed and even courted, and in others feared and not encouraged. Puka Day is Puka Day is 1 November, the day after Samhain, and as such, any food still in the fields on this day is considered fey blasted and is offered to the puka. All right, there's a lot of text, so I'm not gonna read everything. I had to read some parts to know what's necessary for the reading. Mm. The puka has the power over human speech and sometimes uses this to warn a human like they like of a danger to them. One myth describing this benevolence involves a puka and rabbit form being attacked by dogs, and a young human saved it. The puka is released in safety by the tender hearted boy, and the puka is grateful. The boy does not know that this black rabbit he has saved is indeed a puka. One day, the young boy is traveling from one farm to another and does not realize there is a robber on the road. The puka hops out to the boy and begins to speak in a human voice. The boy is afraid, but the puka is able to calm him and warn him about the robber ahead. The boy turns back and is able to tell some adults, and the robber is scared off. Another example of the puka as a protective entity is when it intervenes if a human is about to come in contact with a nasty spirit or the source of bad magic. In myths such as this, the puka reveals itself and its special name to the human to prove its goodwill. In many Celtic and Scottish stories of the Fae, no magical creature will reveal its name to a human, as there is a belief that knowing a creature's true name can give the human power over it. This, of course, goes double for a shapeshifter who is able to change identities at will and protect himself. This shows that the puka offers an earnest trust to the human it chooses to assist. The plant companion is time, and the crystal peridot. Okay, so I'm getting from this that there's a protector with you in the form of a spirit. They might have been sent to you from the Galactic Federation or not, but somebody's protecting you. And they are letting you know that there's a robbery that has been taken place. And this is your confirmation that somebody had stolen or somebody is now planning to steal something from you. Or maybe somebody's going to give it back to you. Illumination, Hecate. And respect, Anubis. Somebody knows what you have, or somebody knows what you will have, and they will try anything that they want or can do to get it away from you just because they want it. But they don't always want the material things. Sometimes they just want the energy that comes with it. And other times they just want the value of it. So the money they will never get. and the value they will never get. So they will never get you having it. As long as they try to steal it, they will never have it. If they're on your side, if they come with you, they come with all of you that you bring. But if there's something you will not ever bring, then it's not with them because they will never get it. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Darkness cannot win with love. With love, it's impossible to let it win. I'm telling you. Injustice, Medusa. Change, werewolf. And loneliness, Lemure. When somebody is being invited, okay, to change their life, and I mean changing the way they think, changing the way they operate, changing the way that they behave, okay? If somebody is invited to that, they will meet people that will trigger them. They will meet people that will activate them in order to change, in order to transform, in order to be the change maker that the werewolf knows exactly how to, in order to bring it to life. And you cannot bring it to life if you don't know what you need to change. You cannot have the purpose of what your soul needs to be if you can only know the past, if you can only know the pain, if you can only know the trauma, if you can only know what is the thing that's holding you back, okay, then you cannot allow change because you don't know how to change. You don't know what to change. Let's say that. You don't know what to change. So you don't know what it is that needs changing. Now, if something has been shown to you that is injustice, that has been a complete disaster for your life, then it's going to be watched like a dog, is what I just heard from your ancestors. If something does not change, it is going to be guarded like these dogs to transform, all right? Because to transform, you need discipline. You do. To change, you need discipline. You need to trust that you can change. So you need discipline in order to live by that, okay? You need to know what you need to change. Then you need to know what to do to change it and how to change it. And then you're going to take action to be different, like to do things different, to do it in another way. And that's, I know, tricky, but not impossible if you ask me. I change every day. I do. There's one thing that will never change, and that is that I'm obsessed with dressing up in the colors red. It's always going to be like that. I don't want to change that. And besides that, I feel the most myself with the color, not without it. That's why in 2021, I had to change my name in red. So I am the Galactic Activator, but nobody calls me that, by shouting my name. No, everybody calls me red. Anybody calls me red, but they can call me whatever they want because I do have many names. But I'm just red, okay? I feel like there's a lot that I can explain in this, and there's still so many unanswered questions, but I hope I at least answered some of them. Just look at them. You're being so protected right now. You're being so guarded right now by your ancestors, by your guardian angels, by your spirit guides who are assigned to assist you in this lifetime. They have been chosen for you, to be there for you. No, I want another card from the mystical shaman. Pocket oracle. And then I'm going to end the reading, guys. This one is a bit longer because it's 2 notes in one, all right? Usually I don't want to make them longer than 1 hour and 15 minutes because after that I lose my energy. I don't lose my energy, but I mean more like I get a bit tired. I'm not tired. I'm also not really tired. I lose my focus or something. I don't know. I can work all day long, but I still need like minutes in between to get moving. So maybe that's significant for somebody to know. Like you can always get on and intuitive with your energy, but you have to take moments to be in some kind of counsel with yourself, to be in some kind of recentering energy. Like when you are just balancing your breath out. Like you can breathe all the way in and you can breathe all the way out. You have either your breath in or you have breathed it out. You cannot go like in and out together. You have to make your breath fit in order to the way that it moves to. Like actually when you breathe in it goes up and it goes down, but you can move your breath in your body. So you can choose to breathe from your knee, you can choose to breathe from your belly, you can choose to breathe from your shoulder, you can choose to breathe from your third eye. This is how you attack your own energy. This is how you scan your own energy. This is how you figure out your own energy centers where you might have stored up trauma or just stagnant energy inside of you. And this can be from past life remembrance, but it can also be from your ex who is still after 10 years connected to your root chakra, who is attacking your root chakra because your heart keeps it close, and now your third eye is blind because it makes your whole nervous system actually um, well, it makes your whole nervous system stop from moving because it makes your light not flow how it is supposed to flow. Is there any card you would like to show? I guess the Gatherer and the Upper World. So